Hello, Wanderers. Welcome back to our Crusader Kings 3 roleplay series following Empress Ariadne. Unfortunately, a few months have passed since that end of that last episode, and we have some ill tidings. Our husband, Akakios, has died at the very young age of 43, died in his sleep. That is truly sad to see, although we were not romantically involved. We were very close with each other. There was a good friendship between the husband and the wife here. So the passing of Akakios is sad, and this is the father of our many, many children. So that is truly, truly sad to see. We are involved in here in a small little war, assisting our nephew again. But while that's going, I just want to draw attention to something that you may have noticed, and maybe you guys noticed this in the last episode. I don't know when this happened. I don't remember seeing a pop-up for it. Maybe one came up here in the notifications, but I definitely did not see it. But you'll notice that the Empire is a little bit bigger, and it's a little bit bigger in an area you might not expect. The Kingdom of Italy has sworn fealty to us. That is wild and cool. How did it happen? Well, the current queen, Despotissa Constanza, was installed by a faction demand, but she wasn't one of our vassals or anything as far as I'm aware. So did she just swear fealty to us? We're not her de jure leader by any means, so I truly have no idea how this happened. But I mean, the Roman lands are now falling under our control. Not only that, but our daughter Constantina is married, or is going to be married, to the soon-to-be king of Lotharingia too. So that's pretty extensive lands there. So interesting things happening there. We are just gonna try to wrap up this defensive war here while we can. I'm not gonna really pay too much attention to it. Just try to make sure our troops don't die. We're not gonna get married again. Our character has no interest in such things. We already have our soulmate Melissa at our side as our lady in waiting. So really, there is no need for us to get married. Oh. Well, we did get into a little bit of a fight, but it doesn't matter. Our forces were more than enough to defeat the enemy here. So we'll send them packing. And that is exactly all that we could hope for. So, oh, we also have a new High Priest of Kyrios here. So High Priest Pelagios. He's a young man, 17 years of age, and he's already the High Priest. So these guys coming in to fight us again. I could try. Just more hostage-related stuff. Not a major concern, I wouldn't think. I didn't even remember having a warhorse here, but no price is too steep for my beloved Lamray. Now, whatever happens is the will of Zeus. We lost our warhorse. That is sad, but we're saving up some money because we are going to probably send our daughter to university, or maybe we'll just save up that money and she can go to university as an adult. She's already 15, so I'm curious to see. She's being raised by us, so maybe I should, let's see here. Remove Guardian. She's already got all of her traits. Let's put her with somebody who has good intrigue. So our wet nurse could probably do it. She's got level 3 intrigue. Is there anybody? Who is our spy master? That's just Kira. Oh no, she's just a erudite oracle. Interesting. Yeah, you know what? You can learn from Eustasia. Can we send her to university? No, it's gonna cost far too much, but we'll try to get her the best education she can get. We shall see. And the war is done. We have lost. I think he must have gotten captured or something. No matter. He's still surviving. He should be fine. I don't think he'll have much trouble overcoming these difficulties here. But yeah, this is pretty interesting that the Empire is expanding here. I'm sure there's going to be calls to go for the papacy here. And it is really entirely possible that we could take Rome for ourselves. 7,000 troops, though, and a holy war that could call in all of those Catholic characters. I don't even know if we've got enough to handle that. We might need to wait till there's a new pope who's a little bit weaker, because this one is pretty strong. I mean, most of his... No, he's got 3,000 in levies, yeah, so... I think this pope might be a little bit too strong for us to deal with right now. And besides, I do want to continue that eastern expansion. I'd like to try to finish off this guy here if we can. So let's see if we can do a holy war for the duchies so we can get this coastline. We're going to raise up our troops in Antioch, I imagine. We'll break these down. I just find this is the better way to ensure that all of your troops get raised. I don't know, it feels like sometimes they don't if you use the banner itself. But in any case, we are going to hire this holy order here as well. Where are you sailing off to? You can say, well, sail wherever you want, I suppose. We're still going to go and take your lands for our own. So we're going to head straight in over here. We're going to send in these guys to go and siege down this. We've got a big force coming in here. We should get a commander on this army, shouldn't we? There we go. Yeah, we should be fine here, I imagine. Yep. Let's oh, you know what? Maybe I need to bring the rest of our troops in here to assist, just to ensure our victory. There we go. That was actually a closer fight than I might have liked to have seen. But luckily, we brought our forces in just in the nick of time. Perhaps we can catch the enemy commander here. Doesn't seem like we did, but we're going to keep all of our forces gathered up together while we go and siege down their capital. I think that is the best thing to do here. We can now get absolute control as well, so perfect. And we are the living legend and a religious icon, so not too often that we get both of those on the same character, and really at a pretty young age, only 46. So certainly an impressive woman, the Basilisa is. Basilisa Ariadne the Honorable. She started off looking like things were going to go pretty bad. I mean, she, despot of Egypt, but her mother lost the empire and she had to go and take it back. And ever since then, she has truly been the master of these lands. I'm proud to see my daughter no longer as a child, but as an adult. She has proved time and time again that over the course of her study, she has a natural affinity for careful planning and more than a little misdirection. She knows a lot of ways to get what she wants. More importantly, she is highly aware of the political implications of that. So there we go. They grow up fast. She got the intricate web weaver. That's that's decent enough anyways. So not too bad. Princess Constantina. And now she can be wed. So there we go. Excellent. So our daughter is wed, and things are really, the Empire's stronger than it ever has been. I mean, since the times of perhaps it's probably been 1,000 years since the Empire's been this strong. Somebody in the comments can let me know at what point in history did the Eastern Roman Empire, I think this may be the strongest the Eastern Roman Empire has been. Obviously, the Roman Empire in its kind of original iteration was quite a bit more expansive than this, but since the split between East and West, I know that they conquered parts of Italy and took a lot of lands back in North Africa, but I feel like we gotta be pretty up there in terms of the greatest emperors of Rome. We've discovered a lover's secret. Oh dear. In any case, let's get these sieges done with. We have no real reason to mess around and wait around, and we have no real reason to get married ourselves. I think we're just going to quietly mourn our husband and spend time in the arms of our lover. The siege should be done with relatively quickly here. They've got a pretty big army, actually. They might try to... What do we do? Should we retreat here? I think we should. Let's get our forces out of here. If they're coming in for us, then that means they think that they can win. And... okay, they stop. Can we move around through the back and try to siege down this last little bit of land? It's a good question. Alternatively, we could try to hire some mercenaries. We have money. Mercenaries. I don't know if we would be able to hire enough mercenaries to give us the win here. Northman army coming in. All right, yeah, so we're not gonna be able to focus too much on this. I do just want to... and Antonius. You know what? Take Loyal Sammy and make haste. There you go. Yeah, go and get us some assistance. That young man has been growing more and more loyal to us for a long... oh, you know what? Can we go and stop their army from the siege? A horde of disjointed pirates, landless freemen, and desperate lesser children and other assorted miscreants have joined Iraker and his proposed assault of my holdings. Although the size of the force is formidable, they lack discipline or loyalty, with each scrounge mercenary focused exclusively on what they can get out of the war first and foremost. Unlike a conventional foe, it may be possible to simply deal directly with the invaders. Perhaps a bargain can be struck. We will fight them the old-fashioned way. If it's land they want, why not give it to them? Wait, would he be... oh, he would become my vassal. That's kind of cool, though. Where... and what is he trying to even take? The High Chiefdom of Crimea. It could be cool to get, you know, a Norseman vassal in Crimea. We would take a stress break. We'll banish these invaders as we've always done. You know what? Let's do it. We're gonna take the stress break, but he's gonna become our vassal, and I think that's cool. So. Last one, then I want to be alone. Yeah, too many petitioners. Let's go and become reclusive for some time. Ah, there we go. They did break the siege. Oof, and we might be in trouble here, actually. Yeah, we're gonna have to retreat. Forces are too strong. Let's pull back if we can. Darn. So, we're gonna have to recuperate here. And we should be... I think we can still win this battle, but... we need a new steward. Let's put our... yeah, we'll put Duke Sabas in charge. We'll probably switch out Despot Gerasimos here for our son at some point, but... yeah, we're gonna retreat. We'll build up our forces back. We'll go and take their lands back, but this war is becoming a little bit more difficult than expected. Our daughter has been murdered. Murdered by who? Died under mysterious circumstances. She did not deserve this. Oof. More critical stress. Yeah, that's rough. Alright, they're gonna try to land here. We do... It might be time to call upon some mercenaries. We did take that feat that makes mercenaries cheaper, but they're still pretty expensive. 944. I can't expend that much, but we can get some hoplites anyways. Why did you spawn over here? Disband that army. I want to raise up all armies. Mercenaries. Where are they? Raise them. Oh, it's because the... I see. So you're over here. Can we disband you still? Yeah. Once they're gone from here, we should be able to raise them. So there we go. Now our mercenaries have gathered back together. This fight is actually going to be a little bit more difficult than we thought, but I still think that we'll be able to win. And I'm probably going to go and we'll bring our forces up here. We'll split them in half, and we'll send the half that has the siege weapons over here to siege down some of the enemy lands. That's probably our best bet, is to get the sieges done. So that is what we shall indeed do. All right, come on. There we go. Now they're finally moving. My best friend, Princess Euphemia, approaches me with a big smile. My dearest friend, we finally see each other. I feel like we've never been spending any quality time together. Perhaps you'd be willing to try something new with me. I know just the thing to distract your mind, restore your body, and lift your spirits. Arak, my friend. Let's drink our sorrows away. Of course, I'll give it a try for you. We are temperate. It doesn't sound that appealing. How dare you? You know what? We are fickle, though, so let's try it. Mental break, estranged authority. Let us once again become even more reclusive here. So, stress is starting to hit us hard as this war seems to be, we seem to be struggling a little bit with the war here. So it's understandable, perhaps, that we would be having some difficulties managing our stress in such a time. Can we bring our forces together and stop the enemy? Our vassal has been wounded. That is unfortunate. 1,300 troops. Can we beat the enemy? They're gonna have this done right away here, so I'm not gonna... I want to get back onto... Yeah, like defending in the hills, probably the best option. So we will... That's what we're gonna try to do. Oh, we could try to... You know what? Yeah, let's do it. Let's try to... Oh, no, once again, the enemy is just too strong. Can we call for a white peace? They would not accept. Once again, maybe this fight was too difficult for us. I mean, we are going up against the Isaids, which are quite strong. White peace? They will not accept a white peace. Well, we're not going to surrender, but... I'm paying visit to my brother and friend, Prince Eudoxios. I noticed that things were different from the last time we were here. I should help where I can. They're falling on hard times here in Thrace. Yeah, so, wow, things are not going well for us in this war. The enemy forces just seem to be too strong. We're gonna go and give it one more try anyways. We've got a lot of people in prison, too. So, we're going to assign our son as our steward here. Should we switch the two of you? Yeah, I mean... actually, no, they're probably better the way that they were. It's fine. It's fine for now. All right, let's split our army in half so that we can get the supply back. Bring up our forces and give this one more shot, because I mean we are really struggling here. Let's raise up all the armies. If there's anything left here to raise, could probably hire another mercenary army here as well, so we might as well. All right, looks like they're coming in for us here, so we're gonna go. Oh yeah, now they back off. Okay, we've got our big army here. Can get Overseer, perfect. This is just becoming I thought this was going to be a relatively easy war. That does not appear to be the case. So we're going to go in, we're going to go and siege down 1, 2, and then 3, and then hopefully that will bring us the success we need, so. Anthemos will no longer be a hostage. Yeah, you know what? I don't see any reason to keep him as a hostage. They've, you know, done well. They can return to their courts. And our court jester, this rather funny-looking man, has stolen this young woman's clothes, the clothes of our guest here. Haha, just what I needed to see. Give her back her clothes. I mean, we are fickle, so maybe we find that a little bit amusing, anyways. All right, they're going to actually siege down our lands. I'm not. There's no way that we can defeat them if we set sail there. Our best chance really is to just go and siege down both of these lands here as quickly as we can. And we might honestly beat them in both sieges. So there's a chance. Ooh, as I open my eyes in the dark, I am immediately overwhelmed by an ominous feeling. Is someone watching me? Are you ready to embrace the truth, Ariadne? I sit up, suddenly completely awake. I look for the source of the unfamiliar woman's voice, but there are only shadows. Hecate offers you her blessing. Will you accept it? With all my heart. Ooh, yeah, let's become a witch. Yeah, so we've become a witch. We are being inducted into some of these mysteries here, and perhaps magic is what we need to win ourselves this war. We shall see. We're going to bring up all of our armies together once again, and this siege is going to go fast. I think we're actually going to beat them in both of their sieges. So we might... There we go. All right, so that was tough. That was a rough war and very difficult to win, but we did fully siege down all their lands, and we did manage to hold true to our goal of not letting any of our lands be sieged down by the enemies. So we did succeed in that. It was a risk, but we did pull it off. So there we go. We can enforce our demands, and there we have it. We can probably usurp this one from you as well, which we shall. So excellent. Let's disband our armies there. So we've almost connected our lands together. Oh, the Isaids have been conquered. Huh. So Muradid has expanded and conquered the Isaids, and now is incredibly strong. So we do have... Oh, and look at Georgia there. Georgia went in and took something before we could. Interesting. Very curious how things are all turning out here, but we do have now these lands. I mean, I'd love to just connect them up. I'd love to cut you off from the coast, but I would be very surprised if we would be able to win these guys, especially if we go for a holy war. Too many of those enemy rulers are going to get called in. I don't think that we have too good of a shot of that, really. One thing I do want to note is that we are probably actually relatively close to Masters of the Mediterranean. We just need to control Majorca, and that is entirely possible. What would that give us? We would get the Masters of the Mediterranean, some renown, and we could conquer any county along the shores of the Mediterranean as long as we have for 100 years while we control the... Oh, and we get the Kingdom of Balio Tyrrhenia. That's a cool one. These guys don't look too strong. I mean, you've got practically nothing here, and then... I mean, we probably could easily win this. You know what? Let's try and do that. I know I said easily win it, but you never know. I feel like we have a pretty good shot. We do not have a Casus Belli on him. Why don't we? No Holy War Casus Belli? A pool of blood is congealing under the feet of Komitas, the diplomat sent by my ally Duke Ptolemy of Alodia. By the immense quantity soaked up by my fine carpet, I can only assume it's been bleeding on the spot for hours, if not longer. My apologies for this mess. I was defenestrated by a dwarf trying to rob me in an inn on a journey to Constantinople. However, as the rapscallion cushioned my fall, the diplomatic visit can continue. It will be days until my blood loss is fatal. Guards, force this man to see a physician. My god. Well, we're gonna need to, like, fabricate a claim, I guess, but... Oh, can we do a holy war on you? No, we must simply just be too far away. Oh yeah, so we can probably only do holy wars if we're, like, connected, so... The only... I don't think we even could get there. We'd have... The best chance we have is of fabricating claim. We'll do that after these 6 years pass, once we get this... the county of Byzantium and Constantinople converted over to Hellenic. That would be... That is our first priority, so... And here we go. We can hold court. Let us see what the petitioners have to say to us. My lady, I regret to inform you that the religious situation in my lands is out of control. I have tried to make the subjects see the light of our true faith, but too many of them persist in their wrong beliefs. I beg you to use your authority and power to help me. My lady, if I may inject my courtier Antonia, perhaps they could be persuaded by handling generous sums of alms to the right faithful. Yeah, Pelagio, see what you can do. And organize the local alms. Indeed. I'm faced with Christophoros' sad eyes, which grow larger and more pitiful as his mother Eustasia gently ushers him towards my throne. Basilisa, the boy has been in your court with no one to watch over him since the disappearance of his dear mama. Please look to his future. Oh, he must be a bastard? No? Nobody knows his parents. I shall raise the boy myself. He becomes a ward. My hands are full. He shall be of House Arges. Raising a child is not cheap. Let's see. I mean, he is a good kid. We shall raise the boy ourselves. Mayor Commodus has been working himself up about something greets me. My Basilisa, the dogs of Sueda think they are better than us. He spews, cracking their haughty jokes at the market each day. Bold words, but you will settle this with action. You waste my time with petty defeats. You'll stop this foolishness. Where did it begin? And we settle the dispute. Excellent. So this young man does have a friend here, Aristarchus Ducas. So he's friends with a future duke. He is our ward, so... You know, hopefully he'll grow up to be a good young man and serve us well. We shall certainly see. With my leave, my son Odysseus and his wet nurse parade into my chambers. Eustasia poses like a herald and proclaims, "My liege, you witness a monumental occasion. Odysseus has a mighty gift to offer you." She nudges him forward. "Go ahead, Odysseus, tell her." "Mother, I lost a tooth." "Oh, well, at 11 years old? That seems old for that, but..." He proudly presents his toothless smile, handing me a pouch with a fallen tooth inside. "Here, a gift begets a gift. Lovely, but keep your tooth as a good charm." You know what? I think that we would take it. I mean, he is our son, you know. Of course we're gonna take it and pretend it's like the grandest thing in the entire world, which obviously it is not, but that matters not to us. What do we have here? Invitation to a grand wedding? To a count? A couple of counts' grand weddings. I don't think we would show up to a count's grand wedding. That seems a little beneath us, wouldn't you say? So we... Nicorete is first enrobing. As I patiently await the fetching of my clothes, the servant says, "My lord, no one can find your garments." "I'm surrounded by incompetence," I mutter, storming from my chamber. "It's in the nursery of my daughter, Nicorete, that I discover not only my raiments, but also the girl's wet nurse. I had no part in it, my liege. She dressed herself." Eustasia responds with a giggle. Our daughter is a little bit of a little troublemaker here, that little scoundrel. So she's a princess of fashion. Ooh. She could gain the nickname Princess of Fashion. That's kind of cool. Yeah, there we go. And you know what? Maybe we'll make her do a diplomacy education. So, Princess Nicorete, the Princess of Fashion. She has been ridiculed for her fashion choices. We'll probably go and change up what she looks like to make it a little bit more fitting for that after. But the question is, Wanderers, I wonder where we expand next. There's difficulties in every direction. I suspect that some of you may call for us to go east, and I do still lean that way. There's still places that we can take to the east. But also, I imagine that some are going to be calling for us to take Rome and essentially angering the entire Catholic world. Well, there are lots of different possibilities. Even Bulgaria, once again, an option. And Bulgaria is relatively weak. It could be a good time to strike. In any case, we shall find out in the next episode. Until then, thank you for watching.